What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Hopefully this records alright because I've had real troubles recording. But here's the game week review. It was meant to be, well, I had it planned for Sunday night, but that didn't happen. Had it planned for Monday. The recording failed, so it's coming out today. I just don't care about anything anymore as long as my mic is working, because it just, I don't know, you can look on my Twitter. I posted a video about it. It just messed up on everything. I've recorded a Football Manager video, it messed up on everything. I've got the windows open and I don't really care because it's boiling. I don't want to sit in a hot stuffy room. But that being said, you can see the results of my team right on the screen right now. And yeah, it was about bang average. I mean, I got the captaincy choice spot on. Hazard saved me a lot of points rather than going with Aguero or Ibrahimovic, because I just had that feeling Hazard is a one to tear Burnley apart, and he was. And Ibra, I just had that feeling that Ibra and Aguero were just going to blank. And I did chuck him in there in the preview just to fill up the spots, but I wasn't confident, and that's the reason why I went for Hazard as captain, and I got it right. So if you want a captaincy pick video, then let me know in the comments, because I could start doing that on players I think could be captaincy, because so far I've got it spot on ravioli, apart from Kurtyoy, I think. But that being said, I've got a few things right, a few things wrong. The strikers I all got terribly wrong, every single one of them. There are only 6 strikers that got more than 2 points this week, so not many people would have predicted that. Midfielders, again, it was meh. I got a few quite wrong, but I got Walcott, it was alright. I was going to put Sanchez in there, but I didn't realise he was going to play. And Hazard, yeah, needless to say. Defence did alright. Got a few players right, a few players wrong, and also I got the hair right, check right, and also a few players wrong in the preview. But that being said, let's jump on to the best players from last week, starting off the goalkeepers, and see what I think, whether they should be in your team or not. I would like to reiterate, though, I am sorry if I sound muffled. I'm going on next to no sleep, and it's really hot even with the windows open. So yeah, starting off with Given, 4.5 million, scored 10 points, saved a penalty, it then rebounded against him and went into his own goal. You're not going to bring him in. Stoke don't look good, and they've got Butland to come back, so even then Butland's going to come in. Then Fabianski at 5 million. I do think he's a bit expensive for a Swansea goalkeeper at the moment. He's done well though, saved a penalty, and the top 3 top 3 point scoring goalkeepers all got a penalty save in their games. But Fabianski, for a differential maybe, but I'm not feeling it. You just go 0.5 million up and just get a brilliant 5.5 million pound goalkeeper. Bravo maybe, into the league. Then we've got Barocha 4.5. He just doesn't look solid. He's not, so against penalties, it's so definitely to rely on. So if the defence just wanted to just clatter into players, they'd honestly survive. But no, Barocha is definitely one that you should stay away from. And De Gea at 5.5. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the league, if not the best goalkeeper in the league, if not the best goalkeeper in the world, depending on your stance on it. And 5.5 million is definitely one of the best, so I'd grab him while you can before he goes up in price. If he hasn't gone up in price by the time I record this. Moving on to the defenders. So the best 6 defenders, we had Dan, Valencia, Gibson, Jagielka, Rose and Morgan. Of course, there are a few others on 8 points. I picked out the 6 that I felt performed well. Starting off, Scott down at £5.5 million for a Palace defender. It just doesn't look good for Palace at the moment. They have signed a few decent players. Benteke coming in is obviously good. Loic Remy apparently going there is also good. So that'll really be good for attacking wise, but they're still conceding goals. That's the worrying thing. So Scott down, although he might score a few, 4.5 is not. There's much better options there at 5 million, at 4.5, even 4 million saying that. So I'd say stay away from Dan. Valencia at 5.5. Yeah, you go for him. You go for Bailey. You go for Luke Shaw. I believe Luke Shaw's gone up, but Bailey or him at 5.5 definitely good, because Mourinho's teams, they're going to get clean sheets and they do look solid. And if if Fellaini does leave and they do get a defensive midfielder in like Schneiderlin or Carrick, will be even hard to break down once they get Blind out and Smalling in. You're looking at a really, really formidable defence. Looks good for Man United there. Gibson, 4.5. I'm not sure if he plays week in, week out. And also, Middlesbrough are a tough team to predict with. But 4.5 million, if you're looking for a differential, I'd say go for it. You've got Jagielka at 5 million. You've got, I think, Funes Mori at 5 million. Also, Ashley Williams at 5 million. Any three of them will get you good results. I think Coleman can really settle down and sturdy up the defence in Everton, and I think they could see a good high scoring season this season if you're a defender for Everton. Then you've got Rose at 6 million. It's a bit too expensive. I'd go for Kyle Walker. He's 5.6 million. I think last time I checked he was slightly injured, but it's an illness. He's been put in the England squad, so obviously it's nothing that bad. And lastly, Morgan at 5 million. We'll wait for Leicester to see how they do. But at the moment, they've only got 1 clean sheet against an Arsenal side, missing half of their attack. So I'd say leave him for now. On to midfielders, we've got Sanchez, Sterling, Hazard, Willian, Milner and Cazorla. Sanchez did very, very well. Is it worth bringing him in? Yeah, I'd say take a risk on it. If you've got the money, and of course if Guerrero's going to be out, the best thing to do is get money on Sanchez because he looked good. Yeah, we're judging him in one game. See how he does in the international break. Maybe wait for the other game because most he's only going to go up by 0.1 to back up to 11, so he's just going to be bang on the average price. But that being said, I'll say definitely look at him and definitely look at bringing him in. Sterling 8.1, things are up to 8.2 now, but I'm just going to leave it at 8.1 because I can't be bothered. And by the time I recorded this yesterday, it should have been 8.1. But he's looking good. Whether he will play once I've got a fully fit winging option, so of course when Nasri's back, because he looks to be back on a bit off the bench, and you also got Leroy Sané to come into the team as of yet, so I'm not too sure. He's looking good at the moment, but will he keep his spot? Hazard, definitely get him in. Willian, 7.4 differential, I'd say definitely get him in. Milner at 10, he's playing in left back, so don't get him in. And Cazorla on 9 points, he's looking like an old Cazorla. And if you can stay fit the whole season, he'll definitely do the business for Arsenal. Now the attackers. So the tops, there's the only 6 to choose from, to be honest. There was Defoe, Vardy, Costa, Barrow, Rooney and Rashford. Defoe scored a penalty. He looks good. 7.1 million. Yeah, it's more expensive than the other sort of lower credential strikers, but you're going to get goals and guaranteed goals for Jermaine Defoe. He's a penalty taker as well, so any set plays, he's going to be dangerous. Then you got Vardy. He finally netted, albeit against Swansea. I'd say wait, see how it looks for England, wait for the fourth game week to come, and then, move him in from then. If you're going to use your wild card before game week 4, leave a bit of money spared, maybe to bring Vardy in, or also maybe bring Costa in, just so you haven't got that much of a difference. Talking about Costa, he got an assist at the weekend, but not a goal. Quite surprised by that. But Costa is definitely looking like a good option. 9.6, looks like the old Costa, still a hot-headed prick, but looks good in front of goal. Then we've got Mudu Barrow, £5 million. If he continues playing after the transfer window, albeit yes, but I think Swansea have signed another player down the wing. I'm not too sure. That might have been Southampton actually. Without definitely Southampton. But if he continues playing and he continues playing first team football, yeah, £5 million could be a real cheap option. Then we've got Rooney and Rashford both scoring 4 points. Rashford, no, even though 6.8, don't be one of those people like the thousands of people that brought Wanyama into the team. It's like, how stupid do you want to get? Sorry for being stupid if you did do that. He's a defensive midfielder, so don't bring defensive midfielders in. Lesson learned, I suppose. Rashford, 6.8. Definitely avoid him unless he starts playing first team football, which I don't think he will. Rooney at 9. Again, avoid him. He's not playing directly up front, so he's not looking like an appetising option for me. But that is that. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Sorry this is rushed. I just really want to get it done, and hoping my mic hasn't kaput again. Very good English there. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice... It's going to be really boring, actually. We've already got the international break. I'm not looking forward to it. But thank you all for watching, and peace.